The session is now being recorded. So now, this is our first meeting, first discussion about uh, introduction to statistics. So we will base no, our topic more on the application and as well as definition ng ating statistics. So ano muna ba yung statistics? No? Okay, objectives here is to uh, we need to define the basic terms, yung ginagamit natin na importance ng statistics in everyday life, the comparison, contrast ng descriptive. Very important to know what is descriptive, what is inferential, no? Ano ba yung methods of data collection? Kasi dito, this course is uh, given to us, no, to as a preparatory course bago kayo mag-capstone or mag-thesis. So that therefore we need to know yung mga data collection method, no? Ano ba ang statistics? Anyway, in the daily lives, particularly no sa ating technology, sa mga technology programs, tayo nagko-collect tayo ng data. May mga ginagamit tayong devices to collect data. For example, naglagay ka ng sensor. What is the purpose of the sensor? One of the purpose of the objective of the sensor is to gather data. Kung halimbawa, you put a thermal sensor, ibig sabihin temperature. Kung humidity sensor, humidity, no? So ngayon, nagkakaroon ka ng database, ini-store mo siya, pwedeng sa cloud, or you can store the data sa hard drive mo or sa 'di ba sa hard disk mo. Pero lahat ng mga yan is a way to store information. Now, yung store na information na yon, those are the collected data. And then you will analyze the data, no? In a mathematical way, we have statistical treatment, no? Kaya meron tayong statistical analysis. Then presentation of data, then this after the data has been presented, it is for us no to decide, to make decisions. That's why our decisions will not just be based on hearsays, hindi lang basta-basta dahil popular opinion or something like gusto mo lang, no? Uh, you will be base your decision based on statistical data. That's why we can solve problems and we can design products and even processes depending dun sa nag-gather na data. And that is the importance of statistics. Therefore, statistics is the science of data. Tandaan nyo, that is the science of data. Actually nga, mayroong bukod na program sa statistics. Siguro na rin yun, may mga BS statistics. Na ang kailangan trabaho is to make, to gather, mag-interpret, mag-analyze ng data. Diba? So usually, branch siya ng mathematics. No? Pero here, as we can continue, no? What are the branches of statistics? So we will be discussing yung tinatawag natin na descriptive and inferential, no? Kasi nasa introductory part tayo, pag sinabi natin descriptive, we are describing characteristic, no? Pwedeng properties, group of persons, places. Now, tandaan nyo guys, sa statistics, we will be based our decision based on facts, based on meaningful information, not on the hearsays, not on the popular opinion, not on dahil ito lang yung trend. No, we are basing our decision making based on facts. No, tandaan nyo guys, descriptive statistics does not draw inferences. Kasi yun yung ibig sabihin ng inferential Dito, ibig sabihin, the descriptive statistics does not draw inferences or conclusions about a larger set of data. Why? Kasi ang descriptive, guys, tukoy. No? Halimbawa, ito, how many passed? Pag sinabing how many, numerical lang answer mo dyan. Descriptive. Diba? How many passed in the recent electrical engineering licensure examination? So, ang magiging sagot mo dyan is tukoy, not generic. Diba? Halimbawa, yan, uh, in an applied data analysis, for example, no, si Nelson daw nagpresent ng breakdown ng insulating fluid. As you can notice, there are numerical numbers. Now, in this example, doon sa pinakita, it is more on the descriptive. Kasi susunod ang mga tanong dyan, ano yung mean, ano yung median, ano yung mode. Kaya yun yung mapag-aaralan natin, no? Pagdating sa sa statistics. Okay, inferential naman, ito naman yung kung ang descriptive does not drawing inferences, no? Ito naman draws inferences. But still, it's based on the data gathered from the samples using the techniques of descriptive statistics. Alam mo yung mga technique, mamaya mapag-aaralan natin. Pero ang inferential statistic, you are drawing inferences. Okay, now, as we know guys, no, as we deep dig, no, sa ating pag-i-study, pag sinabi natin statistics, it is in a giving a generalization about the whole from an analysis of the part of the group. So para nagkakaroon tayo ng ang mga assumptions diyan, nagkakaroon tayo ng mga analysis, no? Okay. Now, ang inferential guys, tingnan niyo yung difference ng tanong kanina. Si Rabe, how many passed the board exam? So tukoy. Dito guys, ang inferential, ang tanong diyan, ang attack ng tanong, tingnan niyo yung tanong, is there a significant correlation between the amount spent in studying and final grade in a computer programming course? So, medyo malalim yung tanong, no? Medyo malalim kasi hindi lang to basta yes or no na pwede mong sagutin. Yes, you can answer it by yes or no, pero bakit? No? Meron siyang kasunod. So now, tinatanong kasi dito yung correlation. So you need to compare yung, sabi nga, yung uh, yung amount spent in studying in a computer programming course, no? Halimbawa, shows that ABET accredited programs draw more students to enroll. Okay, anong proof? So, doon po papasok yung inferential statistics, no? Okay, so any question? Meron bang katanungan pag sinabi nating inferential statistics? I think yan ay klaro, no, sa bago tayo pumunta dun sa pagkakaiba ng tinatawag natin na population and sample, no? Okay? So, to sum it up, no, para kumbaga sa ma-summarize natin. Ano ba ang pagkakaiba ulit ng descriptive at yung tinatawag natin na inferential? Kasi yung inferential statistics, no, actually sa inyo nga, sabi nga, yan ay possible na na yan ay isang major course na kung saan makakatulong sa inyo sa pagkuha nyo ng thesis or ng capstone project, no? Kasi pag tayo nag-capstone, magagather tayo ng data. Pero ano bang kaibahan bago tayo pumunta dun sa dun sa pinaka anong kaibahan, no? Ko lang, idagdag ko lang ito. Ito yung wala sa PowerPoint. Although descriptive and inferential are the two main branches of statistics, merong distinct purpose. Ang descriptive, I hope nakikita yung aking sinusulat. Okay, ang descriptive, ito yung to sum it up, no? Ang descriptive statistics, ginagamit to summarize and describe the main features of a collection of information. So, ito are used to summarize. Okay, and describe. Okay, and describe the main features the main features Lang. Yeah. So the main features, no, of a collection of information. Okay. So ano ibig sabihin nito? Na ito ay describe ng mga main features of collection of information. Kasi itong collection of information, tinatawag na dataset. No? So, dire-describe niya yung dataset mo. No? So, yun ang ibig sabihin niyan. You are, you are describing yung dataset mo. Okay? So, nagpo-provide siya ng summaries about the sample and the measure. Yeah. So, ibig sabihin, this help us to organize. Kaya nga minsan, kapag random yung data, ina-arrange mo from lowest to highest. Diba? Tapos binibigyan mo ng class interval, class size. I think napagdaanan na ito nung high school kayo, nung kayo nag-statistics. So nag-organize siya, nagkasama siya, nagpe-present siya ng data in a meaningful way. No? Now, dito, nagde-describe siya ng sample or population that has been observed. Later, yun yung madidiscuss natin. Although, they do not make generalization about a larger population beyond the data being analyzed. Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na specific run o parang sample data na doon tayo tumutukoy. No? Kaya, ang pinakamaganda sa descriptive, kumbaga sa nire-reduce natin yung large size of data sa simpler, more understandable. Kaya masasabi ko na pang summarization pang visualization talaga, at no generalization. So more on specific. Kaya ano ba yung common measures ito? Dito na tayo papasok. Magre-recall tayo nito guys, no? Ang common measures ito, mamaya baka ma-discuss natin ito, madaanan natin. May tinatawag tayo na measures of central tendency. Okay? Dalawa yan eh. At yung tinatawag natin na measures of variability. Sa descriptive pa lang to, no? Variability. Okay, ano ba yung measures of central tendency? Tinatawag tayo mean. Ibig sabihin ng mean, yan yung average of all values. Mamaya magbibigay tayo ng example, no? Pag sinabi naman nating median, ito yung middlemost or middle value. Okay, pag sinabing mode, most frequent na nag-a-appear. Yan yung dapat nating matandaan pagdating sa mean, median, mode, no? Yung pag sinabing mode, most frequent occurring value. Okay, now, ito namang tinatawag na measure sa variability. Tinatawag din to na spread, no? Kaya may tinatawag tayo, the first one, we have the range. Yan yung difference ng highest to lowest value. Halimbawa, meron kang na mayroon kang random data. Yung pinaka-highest and lowest, kunin mo, then kunin mo yung difference, subtract mo. Yun yung tinatawag na range. So, under siya ng measure of variability. So, ano pa yung mga dapat nating tandaan? May tinatawag na variance. Okay, ano ba yung variance? Yan yung average of the square differences. Kaya kumbaga may formula tayo dyan of the square differences. Okay? From the mean, indicating data spread. The data spread. So, yun yung ibig sabihin nito, no? Tapos, meron pang tinatawag na ano ba yung isa? Standard deviation. Yung standard deviation, pag in-square root mo yung variance, yun yung tinatawag na standard deviation. Again, pag sinabing standard deviation, it means square root of the variance. Okay, so sana malinaw yung dalawang yan, no? And hindi lang yan, guys. Meron pang tayo tinatawag na ano, bukod dito sa measures of central tendency, may tinatawag pa na frequency distribution. Isang common measure din to. Ibig sabihin ng frequency distribution, tables yan, mga graph showing the frequency of each data value. Tapos meron tayong mga percentile pa that we will be calculating din, mga percentile, quartile. Okay, usually yan yung mga dapat nating makita as common measures, no? Okay, yan yung kumbaga sa ano ba, example, ano calculate yung average age, gender distribution, most common birth, 'di ba? Yan yung mga examples. And this can be described. Kaya may tinatawag na descriptive statistics. Okay, yun yung ibig sabihin ng descriptive statistics. Later, we will be discussing din yung tinatawag natin hypothesis, no? Ay yung tinatawag na inferential. Okay. So paki-screenshot, no? You can screenshot it. Okay, so borel ko na to. May dagdag lang akong isa. Paano naman yung inferential? Ito na kasi yung topic talaga natin. Ito yung mismong ano natin, pinaka talagang uh, subject natin is the inferential statistics. Okay, that is the inferential statistics. Ang inferential statistics, ginagamit to make prediction. It is used to make prediction. Okay? Or inferences. Okay, sa technology, usually, ano yung masasabi natin na halos ganyan din ang ginagawa? May ginagamit na prediction. Di ba yung artificial intelligence? Halimbawa, yung mga personalized recommendation, mga predictive analysis. So, technologically, nakakagawa sila ng prediction. But through mathematical, we can also do that. And we can use differential statistics to make predictions or inferences about a larger group. No? About a larger group. Kasi nga, sabi ko nga, yung descriptive, hindi siya generic na makakakuha ka ng analysis sa large data. You need to get a sample, then use the common measures. Ito, you can make predictions about a larger data set. Di ba? Mas malalaki. Okay? Or larger group or population. Ito kasi yung mas maliit, mas malaki. Yan yung i-discuss natin mamaya sa susunod, no? Tapos yung smaller subset, tinatawag na sample. Di ba? So, anong turing sa mga researchers? Kasi kapag ikaw yung researcher, para ma-generalize mo yung findings from a sample to a broader population, along with a measure of the reliability, nakakatulong yung inferential statistics. So therefore, dito, one of the objective dito is to draw conclusions and make predictions. Sa daan nyo, ang pinaka one of the jobs of the inferential statistics is to draw conclusions, tandaan nyo, no? And make predictions. That is one of the concept ng inferential statistics. Ano ba yung kukunin natin ng prediction about a population? Kasi sa larger data tayo, based on data from a sample, based on data from a sample. Usually yan yung pinaka-definition ng inferential statistics. Kaya dito, nagtitest tayo ng hypothesis testing. Kaya meron tayong hypothesis, Sa mga susunod, aralin natin yan. Ano ba yung hypothesis? Di ba? Ano ba yung mga na-observe? Tapos mag-i-estimate din natin yung mga parameter. No? Kaya most likely, ito, one of the key characteristic, generalization nito. Nag-extend ka ng findings mo from a sample to a population. So, generalization to. Kasi parang ano ito eh, from concrete to abstract. Ganun ang ibig sabihin. Or from sample, yung findings nito, from sample to population. Or pwedeng concrete to abstract. No? Yan yung inferential statistics. Kasi nga, nagkakaroon tayo ng prediction based on the population. No? Ngayon, other key characteristic, pumapasok din yung probability na likelihood. Depende doon sa data na gather mo, yung uncertainty niya. No? Anyway, mapag-aaralan pa natin yan. Marami tayong mapag-aaralan dyan. Like hypothesis testing. Alam ba yung ibig sabihin ng hypothesis testing? We are using sample data to decide. Halimbawa, may dalawang competing hypothesis. Alin din yung paniniwalaan mo? Pwede kang gumamit ng test. T-test, Z, ANOVA, chi-square. Diba? Merong regression analysis, correlation, something like that. So, lahat ng mga yan, ma-describe natin. So, ngayon, ano mismo, no, para maintindihan natin, no, yung purpose, siguro pwede akong gawa ng ano dito. Teka lang, gawa ko ng table. Para madali nating maintindihan. Kasi, ano eh, medyo maraming nalilito dito eh. Ito, wala to sa ano sa PowerPoint. So, you can write na lang. Okay. Okay, we have the feature here. Then, descriptive statistics. Okay. So, lagyan natin dito yan. Then, inferential. Lagyan natin ng mga ano, table. Para malaman natin yung difference. Kasi ito yung unang topic eh. Ano ba yung difference ito? Halimbawa sa purpose, sa objective, sa aims. Ano ba ang meron dito? Ito, nagsa-summarize ang descriptive. Nagde-describe ng data. And describe data. Okay, yan yung one of the purpose, no? Ang inferential, nagme-make ng prediction. Prediction. And generalizations about the population. Generalization. So from concrete to abstract. No? From sample to population. Kasi nga, mas malaki yung kanyang scope, no? Okay. So yan yung ano, yung isa, description lang. Para natin na may measure, may central of tendency, di ba, merong measure of variability. Okay, so scope, anong scope? Ano ba ang pinaka-scope nito? Para maintindihan natin. Ang focus ng isa, nung descriptive, focus siya sa observed data set. On observe, yung nag-gather na data. Yung data na na-collect. Na pwedeng sample or population na nakuha. Yun ang focus ito. Okay, ano naman ang focus ng inferential? Kung di ako nagkakamali, one of the focus of the inferential, extend beyond the observed data. So pwede ka pang mag-ano. Kasi kaya ginagamit to sa from larger scope. Kasi nga, ito ay nag-extend pa beyond the observed data. So alam ba, ang na-observe mo, 30 lang, pwede ka pang kumbaga yung scope niya is higit pa doon sa 30. Kasi nga, ito, hindi lang specific yung kanyang tukoy. From concrete to abstract. No? Papunta sa larger population. Okay, so para nakikita natin yung difference. Okay, ano pa? Yung methods ito. O ano yung methods ito? Meron tayong ano, usually dalawa yung common. Okay, para maipakita natin descriptive, meron tayong tinatawag na measures of central tendency. Yan yung mga pag-aaralan sa descriptive eh. Pero meron tayong recall niyan, no, kahit papaano. Variability and graph. May mga graph para paano ka mag-present ng data, pwede rin yung i-describe, no? Dito guys, iba naman ang atake ng inferential. Kumbaga, kung measures of central tendency, mean median mode, dito may tinatawag na hypothesis testing. O, dito na yung i-compare mo yung dalawang hypothesis, null at alternative. Andiyan na yung mga confidence interval. Okay, madidiscuss natin itong mga to, no? And yung tinatawag natin na regression analysis. Okay, basically, yun yung mga dapat nating makita, no? Na pagdating naman sa output nito, ang output nito, usually, ang makikita mong discrete at mga facts, figures, mga nakikita mong figures, mga charts, pie chart, bar graph, mga summaries. Okay, yung mga nakikita pine-present, those are descriptive. Ngayon, paano mo makikita ang output ng inferential? Dahil yan ay prediction, unang-una yung probability. Okay. Yung mga conclusion, prediction. Pag yan yung output mo, inferential statistics, paano mo malaman kung inferential descriptive? Tingnan mo muna yung output. Kung ikaw ay tumutukoy sa conclusion, ikaw ay tumutukoy sa prediction, sa mga estimates, ang kailangan mong statistical method ay inferential. Okay? So, anong method? Mag-hypothesis testing ka. Gumamit ka ng confidence interval method or regression analysis. O kung gusto mo descriptive naman, gusto mo lang ng ang output mo is based on facts, gusto mo makagawa ng bar graph, pie chart, descriptive yun. Anong method? Commonly, central tendency, variability. Pag sinabing central tendency, mean, median, mode. Okay, pag sinabing variability, yun yung tinatawag natin na standard deviation, range, variance. Okay, no? So, alin dyan yung uncertain, yung inferential, no? Pag tinanong. Okay, and ano yung example, no? Example ng mga tanong, no? Okay, so ihalo na lang natin dito yan. Gawa tayo ng table. Ayan. Okay, example ng ano, no, ng descriptive. Ano ba, gagawa ka ng ano, ng mga questionnaire. Pag descriptive, tukoy dapat, specific dapat ang sagot. Halimbawa, what does the data show? O di pag sinabing what does the data show, may ipapakita ako, graph. O di descriptive yun. O how many pass the board exam? The board exam. So, yun yung tinatawag na example, no? Ano pa? Ano pa yung example ng ano ng ito naman inferential. Ang inferential statistics naman, ito yung commonly na example, no? Okay, ang inferential naman is halimbawa, what can we predict? Ito naman yung inferential statistic. Example. Example ng question, what can we predict from the data? Or what can we infer? We infer or predict. Okay, the term predict, meaning it is already a inferential statistics. So, kapag ganyan yung mga tanungan, ibig sabihin, nalalaman mo kung yan ay descriptive or inferential. No? So, in essence, ano ba ang descriptive statistics? Yun yung groundwork natin, no? Pinaka-fundamental to provide clear picture of the data at hand. Yun yung data na meron ka currently. While yung inferential, yan ay nabibuild to a broader conclusion na maganggaling dun sa dataset mo na pwede pang lumaki. It is beyond the immediate observation. So that is how we we compare the descriptive and inferential. Sige, i-stop